I found this website on Twitter, and they had their most influential players list. And I don't know, man. Something about it that kind of I feel is off a little bit.
What do you mean?
Well, they have Jordan and Kobe and LeBron and Steph, right? But I will make this argument to anyone that Allen Iverson was more influential than Kobe was at that time. Think about what AI brought to the league. The thing with Kobe was, like, Kobe wasn't really looked at as accessible, I don't think, right? He was kind of aloof, like a lot of his teammates. Like, Kobe did his own thing. Whereas AI, the little guy, always seems to be more someone that you can relate to more, right? And Allen Iverson was the hood. He was the streets. He had the braids and the do-rags and the tats and the shooting sleeves. And I just feel Allen Iverson was, at that point, the most influential player.
David Stern literally put in a dress code
because of Allen Iverson. Like Nike heads. I'm a Nike head, bro. And I was rocking rocking Reeboks. I never rocked any of Kobe's Adidas or anything like that. And I just feel like Iverson, for some reason, isn't getting kind of like the props that he deserves, in the sense that, in my opinion, as someone who looked at the culture, watched basketball, like Allen Iverson, if you're going to make a most influential players list, he deserves to be on this list maybe even more than LeBron does.
He's kind of a forgotten superstar. The thing, too, about Kobe is I always thought of Kobe as kind of a Jordan clone. He wanted to be Mike so bad in the way he played, in the way he talked. He sounded just like Mike post-game. I'm not sure Kobe should be on that list, but a lot of players, he is their role model for a lot of guys.
Well, because of the Mamba mentality.
The Mamba mentality, but
that came later.
But at the time, if you were alive in that moment and you were of a certain age and you were able to not just go back and revisit it, but if you were there when it happened, and that's why Chris and I have this thing about, like, when younger players or younger people on sports shows and they're trying to tell you about the history of something. It's like, if you weren't really there, if you didn't live in that moment, then it's really hard for you to fully understand. Allen Iverson was that dude, man. And I just feel like I can see Steph being on the list because Steph did change the way the game of basketball was played. I don't think LeBron changed the way basketball was played. He's, for as great as he is, I don't know that LeBron came in and changed basketball. That's just my opinion.
You know what this is? He was a one-of-one guy.
You know what this is? This is a perfect fodder for the Rich Eisen Show basketball podcast that you guys do with Adam Chudwin.
Yeah,
this is
new episode tomorrow.
But I would bring it up here to see
it's dropping tomorrow. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.